Okay, we're back. Let's crack open a cold one, because it's beer o'clock, baby. Let's see, here we go. Wait. Oh, that was a good one. Okay. So, pick up the mic here and get closer. Alright, so audio's not a problem anymore because I'm recording it externally. Okay, so today we wanted to look, well, I put a request out, so, like, what do we want to look at? And the community said we should look at maybe the hips, the ribs, and, yeah, a bunch of stuff. Someone also wanted to see, like, more about, like, the eggs. Let's see real quick. Sorry, this is... Alright, we do not want to be that far. Come on. You can do it. Oh, man. We're all over the place right now. So... I could show you the little... There it is. You see this right there? That's another little egg. It's like a fourth one forming. So let's go into our 3D. Okay, there we go. I probably should have just already had this all ready to go. Because we're wasting time here. So for the hips, we will probably want to, let's take a slice at it. Let's do maybe a 3D rotation here. Let's see what we can do. Oh, it's laggy again. Well, that's pretty good. Not too bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this view real quick. And what we might want to do is dive in here. Let's see what we can get out of here. It's not too bad. Okay, here we go. We're just going through. Oops. We weren't perfectly straight. So I'm going to do more rotations here. And yes, I guess I just rotated the sagittal into a coronal. That's fine. We're going to hit this from every angle here. Because the hips on these things, this is really throwing people for a loop. Because it's like the femur is really weird. And there's no... I mean, since this thing is mummified, like, we don't know exactly what was in here exactly. You know, like, everything's all desiccated. So there may be aspects to, how the femur may have articulated with the acetabulum, which is like your, the ball and socket joint in your hip. This is completely weird. Like, it's not making a lot of sense to people, I guess is what I should say. Let's move this up here. I should probably do a 3D rotation right up in here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's zoom in a little more. Because we're going to hit this from all angles. Let's see here. I mean, these things are obviously like reptiles, or reptile-like. Like, what can we appreciate here? By just looking, kind of just rotating around the hip here. So we're just looking for anything, that might stand out. Let me rotate up to see. I can hit this from every single angle. I can basically pivot around. Oops, let me move this over to get a better view. And once I get a good view, maybe we can window level this a little bit and see if we're missing anything. I'm getting lost here. No, that's not what I meant to. I mean, I don't have answers to, like, why this anatomy is like this. It's very perplexing. But, yeah, let's reset the view now. Let's go back in. Yeah, this was totally unscripted, so if I'm all over the place, I'm sorry. But, okay, let's do this. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we're back. Well, what do you think? Let's back out here. Okay, so this is right where the acetabulum is. I won't spend too much more time on this one, because we're going to look at the ribs. But I just wanted to mainly just go through, you know, the femur and the hip, just to see if we can notice or get any other extra detail. Like, so when you see the pictures of these guys, their hips, the pelvis, it's like just super like prominent. This is all like just shrunken in, and this kind of actually is like a segue into the issues with the ribs. Now, someone was able to ask one of the people kind of close to the Tomb Raider guys, and they were actually wrapped in a cloth. They were tightly wrapped. And Cliff, the paleontologist, when he analyzed the specimens physically, he could see evidence of that, like impressions of the wrapping. See, I don't know what happened to the fabric when they took these things, but I guess the grave robbers unwrapped them, and I guess threw that stuff away. I would have saved it, because even that would have been useful information. But all right, I think we've spun around the hip enough here. I'm not getting lost again. Alright. So next, we're going to go to the ribs. And I'm going to show you something really wild about that, actually. So let's zoom this in. Alright, cool. We're at 12 minutes. That's not bad. Okay, so let's go. Oh, going the wrong way. Okay, we're going to find some of the bottom ribs here. There's that egg again. Now again, this isn't the best window level settings, because what I'm doing is I'm showing like kind of like everything. We're just kind of squash. There it is. Do you see this right here? Let me do a rotation here. Let's try to get a little bit more like flush if we can with the rib. Hold on, I gotta back up. This is like really disconcerting to people, seeing the ribs like just what's the word? They're just totally like penetrating the canal back there. It's just it was throwing people for a loop. They're scrolling through this thing and they're like, what in the hell is going on here? Okay, we're totally not flat here. Hold on. Let's go. Okay, actually, I can line up better right here. Let's do this. Let's go up to here. Might as well use this view too. Okay, so we can kind of. Okay, here we go. Now look down here on the axials. And I'll full screen this. Look how gnarly that is. This is crazy. I mean, it's completely bonkers. See that? I mean, people are scrolling through here and they're like, what in the fuck is going on here? Like, this, it doesn't make sense to people. They're like, this could not naturally happen. So what I'm wondering is how tightly were these things bound up? You know, did they just wrap these things so damn tight that it just like pushed the ribs right into the canal here? And I apologize if I'm not using the right terminology, because I mean this anatomy on these things is not. It's not a one-to-one for it with human anatomy, so you gotta kind of wing it, you know. Okay, we're not exactly flush here. You know, the only reason I'm leaving all three views up is just so you can see everything I want. Let's play with the window level settings here a little bit more. Maybe we can get rid of some of this. Let's go more towards bone. Oh, that's not great. Nah, I don't like it. I think I'm just gonna go with my gut on this one. But I like that we can appreciate all of this tissue down in here, though. Since it's so dried out, like the densities, they're so close together. Like everything is just, it's wild. And there's injury, if you want to see. See, she has like some pretty gnarly injuries here with the vertebrae. She has like ruptured discs, and like there's a compression fracture. Look at this. This is not good. And I would say that happened while she was alive. There's a theory that she was maybe attacked by like a cat or something, some animal with claws and sharp teeth. And the other thing with the that's not the ribs, but the clavicle, the fused clavicle, she has a fracture right smack in the center, and I can show that too. Let's look at the axials again some more. Let's just do this. Oops, wrong one. This one. Okay. Here, let's make it real big. Oh, I do have sharpening. No, I don't. Damn it. See, there's a couple things about this program. I mean, it's great program, but there's things that I would like to see in it. Like I would like to be able to apply the sharpening filters to the 3D multi-planar, but you can't. And I wish I could like save images, like save sets after creating a better reconstruction, so and then just work off of those instead of having to just do everything in 3D. Because I lose some of my tools, I can't properly, read the Hounsfield units and stuff like I want to. Because I wanted to do a lot of comparison between different sections of the bone and the dried up tissue. Look at that. Ugh. It like makes my back hurt like when I just see this. Like, seriously. It is bananas. Okay, there's maybe real quick. I'll show you the fracture of the clavicle. And this is what I think why she had. I think it is an actual medical implant. You can see that right there. Maybe you could appreciate better if I do a little nudge it forward. Oh wait, I lost it. I rotated it out of view. Wait, there it is. Oh, go back. So, see, I'm not flush again. I'm close. Good enough. See, that's a fracture right there. She had a broken, what's called a furcula. It's kind of like a wishbone in a chicken or a turkey. And I think like velociraptors had that, you know, those as well. But yeah, I totally think that this implant was possibly to hold her, you know, ribs together because she had a broken clavicle. Well, I'm going to call it a clavicle. It's technically just one fused bone, but it's equivalent, so. Interchangeable terms. There it is. See that shit? That's gnarly. It's completely broken. Let me move this out of the way. See if I can see it better. See that? Right there. So I was pretty much on the money with that. The ribs are weird. They're almost like a... I mean, it's not exactly like a snake. But snakes have, you know, obviously they have these just really circular ribs. I wish I could get, like, CT scans of, like, turtles and lizards and snakes and shit. That would be cool. Oof, look at that. See that shit? You can really appreciate it here. See, she was totally attacked, man. I mean, she just, like, oof. That's gnarly, man. Look at that shit. It's like fucked up discs. One concern people had is they were, you know, we have to understand that we can't view anything right behind or even really in front of too much. The implant, it occludes our view because the x-rays, when they're going, it's going around and around and around as the body is being moved on the table. And when the x-rays hit the metal, it either, you know, blocks it or it might deflect, because it's kind of hard to explain, but just to visualize that. That's why this area is so just poor. We can't see anything there. So, which kind of sucks, because we might have been able to see, like, maybe lung stuff better, maybe a heart, and that would have been really useful, but this damn implant really fucks shit up. I mean, it's cool that it's there to look at, but, man, there's the spinal cord, and we have these two branching structures that go down, which I thought that might have been, like, the vagus nerve or something similar, but you see how this, as you're going down, it just kind of branches off. Now we're going back up. So this skull. Okay. What next? Let's reset. So are these things like, I mean, they're not like exactly like bird hipped or lizard hipped. They're kind of different in their own way, which is cool, but it's confusing. So all we can really do is just study. Do you want to go look at the inside the abdomen? Let's try that. I like this. Zoom. Okay. Alright. Oops. Let me move it back up a little bit. See, one of my favorite parts about this creature, besides the skull, is the abdomen. It's just wild. With this little teeny tiny egg, when you see it, there it is. See that? And it's small. It's about like 3 millimeters, I think. I mean, if we measure it, just 2.5, almost 3. Depends on the view. But it's, you can almost appreciate its shape already. Like it's almost perfectly like straight, so it's a symmetrical shape like a reptile egg. What is it? The little teeny tiny one. Like she probably died maybe a day or a couple days after it started to form, I would think. That is my diagnosis on that one. But I also had a theory, like, I don't know, like, how many eggs do these things hold inside them? Because snakes can hold a lot. I don't know, like 6, 8. I think a lot of times. I kind of forget it. I used to have a ball python. But what I was wondering is, maybe... See, snakes get egg-bound sometimes. And they don't lay their eggs. So I was wondering if she was egg-bound. People are confused with, like, how dense these are, because watch what happens if we level this. We go way up there, right? Did you see that? Look at the difference in density there. If I can get it. Wait. I'm trying to not quite peg it. But can you appreciate that this is just a little bit more dense than these two? This one? Which this is obviously the larger, the older egg. This would be like egg 1, 2, 3. And these are similar size, so it's almost like density, so weren't too far apart. Like how often do these things lay eggs? Like chickens lay eggs like every day. Snakes, not every day. These, I don't know. I mean, I did want to comment on the density here. I don't have a readout, but this is actually, most of this is about 1,900 to 2,000 Hounsfield units. This one's a little bit more. And 1,900 is about the density of the shell of an ostrich egg. So it's not... People are like get really confused, and I want to show you this real quick. They get thrown off, because look at this. When you look at the implant, watch if I can go back. You see, they're like, it's the same. It's the same. No, it's not. Look, the metal is like 6,000. I think even more dense than that. That's metal. Okay, this is not metal. It's dense. It's more dense than a lot of this bone. But when we go down into the leg here, like you see these hollow legs. They're not completely hollow, but this density gets more dense going down, and that's more appreciable in the axials. And I showed that on a previous video, but I think it was around 1,500 Hounsfield units. So it's a little more dense bone, but not like crazy. But how are we doing on time? 28 minutes? Yeah. I'm probably going to want to shut this one down, and I'll start another one. We'll hit some more features, but just wanted to kind of, touch on a few of the requests. The next one I'll already have everything set up, and I'll orient everything so that I can present the information a little less haphazardly. But yeah, there's the eggs. They're so cool. Let's actually turn on. Oops. Ooh. This is 10 millimeter. Look at that. Let's straighten it around. Oops. Almost. Wait. Oh, wait. So we're gonna get a thick view here. There we go. Sweet. Cool. That's probably as straight as I can get it. Oh, there's the little egg right there. You can barely see this from here, but if I zoom out, you can see it. Check that shit out. So what we're doing is you don't know what this is, the maximum intensity projection. This is the thickness. This is, so it's average. Well, it's not averaging. It's taking the maximum intensity over this whole range here, and then it's building what's more like a 3D view. This isn't the best settings for this, but I was thinking maybe if we look at the hip with MIPS on like this, that could be cool. Okay, hold on. Let's go. I don't want to blow it out too much. Oh my god, look at the window level. That's insane. Hold on. Whoa. Glitch. Wait, I'm way too up high up there. Hold on. Keep going. Keep up, wait. Oh man, hold on. Let's go up. No, this way. Damn you, CPUs. Come on, man. So I run this thing in a virtual machine, so I can allocate like half RAM, half processors to this thing, so that, because screen capturing it just uses so much. So I'm like crippling this damn program when I do it. When I'm doing this normally, it's not a problem. Here, let's move forward back. This isn't a great window level setting, but we're looking at, you know, very dense stuff here. But I wanted to see, look how hollow that is. Oh, it's so weird, man. Let's try minimums. Uh-oh. Yeah. Sorry. That's kind of cool. Wait. Nope. Don't want to blow it out too much. Damn, I never really looked at this with like 10mm minimum intensity. That's wild. I was trying to extract so much data here. Oh, look at this. She has a lot of like lesions and stuff in her vertebrae too. I've seen like spots of like that are more like calcified. So, yeah, let me. Oh god, what did I just do? I should have been lined up better, but okay, this isn't that great. So, alright. I mean, sorry I don't have any like verdicts or anything here, but I'm gonna wrap up this episode because we're running up on 35 minutes and I wanted to keep it at about 30. So I'll get back to the drawing board for my next yeah, okay. Alrighty. So until next time. Oh, wait, you know what? Before I close, there were other images in this set. Oh, screw you. Check this out. So they did some, their own reconstructions here. So I can do this too with the 3D. Pretty cool, huh? I think they're using Vitria here. There. That's a nice one. This is really good. That's better than what I can do. Damn. Holy shit. Pretty neat, huh? Oh shit, that's sick. Isn't she adorable? I mean, look at that. She's like, what, 2 feet, 2.5 feet tall? Just walking around. A little baby bump. This is so cool. Oh man, I should do some 3D. Oh wow, yeah, they did some measurements too. That's only one image. Then they have the patient demographics. I'm gonna go ahead also and just show you the Dicom tags at the end here, so we can just cover all the bases. So if anybody's interested, this is all the and yes, I'm using a stupid old pirated version of Windows 7 on the virtual machine because Windows 7 is dead. But it runs fast enough in a virtual machine for me. So this is all the Dicom tags. So if you wanted to know. Because people are saying, oh, all this data is faked. I'm like, dude, it's not faked. If you're faking this shit, you're doing a really good job if you can also put in the odd numbered, if a tag has an odd number, it's usually vendor specific. So this is the Toshiba stuff. This is some special Dicom tag specific to that scanner. So whoever faked this data, they covered all the bases, man. Like, they got it all down. Even Vitria. And this is a good one because every single copy of Vitria that I've ever used on a computer, the computer name was always Vitria 1. That's how they do it when they set it up. And then if you have 2, there's Vitria 2. That's the next one. So yeah. Very cool, huh? Okay. Let's close this out and I will be back with another interpretation, some more images and more cool shit. So, ciao.